So Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone both recently came out and said that homeownership doesn't make sense and that you shouldn't buy a property to live in it. Today, we're gonna talk about a couple reasons why I think those dudes are just wrong. Hi, this is Ryan Nager with the Ryan Nager Group, and welcome to another episode of The Right Side. While I respect those two dudes massively, on this issue, I think they are just wrong. And today, we're gonna talk about why. So the first reason Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone came out and not in favor of homeownership is because they are alluding to the fact that you have to put down a large capital investment. Typically 10 to 20%. But that's not the case anymore. Buyers today have a lot more options than they ever had. Did you know that you can use down payment assistance from the government to buy a house? And with an FHA loan, all you need is a 3.5% down payment and a minimum 620 credit score. And if you wanted to get a conventional loan, the one that your parents told you to save up for, you can get that for as low as 3% if you have good credit. All right, now the second reason I think those dudes are wrong is because owning a primary residence has huge tax advantages that renting a property just does not. So every single month, you write a check to your landlord. You write a check and you forget about it, but your landlord does not. To him, that check represents cash, and that cash does two things. So the first thing that he does with that check is he gives it to his mortgage company. They take a portion of that check, pay down the principal balance of the loan, and now he has what we refer to as equity. So the second thing that you're able to do is write off all of your interest because it is 100% tax deductible. Let's meet John. John makes $40,000 this year on his taxable income. John's also paid $6,000 in interest this year. That means that John has a taxable income of $34,000. I'm no genius, but it seems like John's gonna be saving some money this year. All right, the third reason I think that these dudes are wrong is because they are not taking into account how you can leverage your primary residence to become one of your most valuable assets. So as I've said before, you should never buy a property without looking at it as an investment. And here I'm gonna talk about a couple exit strategies and ways that you can increase your real estate portfolio through your primary residence. So first strategy, buy a house, fix it up while you live in it, and sell it after 2 years. You're able to write off or not pay any taxes on that profit. But the key is buying smart. Now the second strategy, much like the first, you're gonna buy, fix it up a little bit, but instead of selling this property, you're gonna turn it into a long-term rental. Now this is something that I employ for my personal strategy and have seen a lot of friends utilize as well. Now the key here is to be buying in the right areas. You're not buying this property to live in forever. This is a property that you might need to make a little bit of sacrifices on the location, but something that you guys have a long-term play for. All right, now this third strategy is for all of those savvy real estate investors out there. This is like the definition of house hacking. What you do is you buy a 2 to 4 unit building. You live in one of the units, so you're gonna be able to do a 3 to 5% down payment because it's your primary residence, and then renting out the other units to tenants, covering your mortgage, and maybe then some. Now this is how you build equity by leveraging other people's money. So next time you see something on the news from somebody controversial that are talking about houses, make sure that you take the time and get the right advice. If you have any additional questions, want to learn a little bit more about house hacking or turning your primary residence into an investment, please, we'd love to help you out. I'm Ryan Nager with the Ryan Nager Group. Thanks for watching another episode of The Right Side.